Hi guys, let me know if you can actually hear me, as always. And bear with me 2 moments while we sort out our exposure and focus, and we will be ready. There we go. Okay. Good. Well, smashing. Right, that's all I need to know. Well, I need to know things are working. Right, let's pop you in the middle. And we'll bring you in. So, take 2, guys. We're definitely take 2. We're already doing better than last time. I think I've sorted out most of my issues. Did a little bit of research on exposure. So I've worked out my flickering light problem. YouTube equals work, to be honest. Oh, if we knew these things when we started there. Right. I'm just going to check that is nice and clear for people. Yeah, it looks all right on my end, I'm going to assume so. And people said they can hear me, so we'll do a bit of a hello, and then we will start. Let me scroll back up. Hi, Emmy. Thank you so much for coming. And Corey and Caitlin and Stephanie, Katrina, Hannah, B. Jose, Doodle Robot, Audrey. Hi, Audrey. Sonia and Stephanie. Did I say Stephanie already? Then Stephanie got 2 hellos. Hi, Maria. Hello, Michelle. Oh, I'm so pleased. There's so many people here. Thank you so much, guys. Hello, of course, to all my lurkers. If there's people in the background that are just tuning in to colour or while they're cleaning, I appreciate you guys too. Corey, don't even worry about it. Absolutely not a problem. Snacks for us too, please. Don't forget other people in the room. Don't be rude. Feed us all. So, yeah, hopefully we will have much fewer YouTube problems. Don't know what was going on last week. Very, very odd, but yeah, like I said, gave me a bit of time to do some research and fix my lighting problem anyway. So my camera's not an amazing camera, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. It was just having some exposure issues. We are working in Johanna Basford's Magical Jungle today. All the information is in my description box for you guys. Make sure you're in live chat. The button up the top will either say top chat or live chat. And if it doesn't say live chat, you're going to get everything in a funny order and it makes the experience a bit annoying. So do switch it over. I did this page. They always look a bit hinky in the webcams. They're not brilliant for colour, but it's like a green and yellow distress crayon, gel crayon background and a pastel page for the pastel challenge, except for my blackfish. I know, I cheated. Can't do a full page of pastels. It's not in me. Got a little bit of white gel pen to balance the black that I wasn't supposed to use in my pastel, and I thought, why not do the other side? So we're going to pretty much use the same colours. I have some Holbein pastels here and the Felissimo, I believe it's the morning set. Obviously, I know these are not readily available pencils, so use whatever you have, guys. Colour whatever page you want, in whatever book you want, using whatever pencils you want. And I would be very happy if you still tagged me in it later to show me what you colour. It's absolutely up to you. Yes, Corey, I will not make you use Holbein. Although I will tell you something that I have found while using Holbein. I actually really like Holbein pencils. I do not like the way they work with other Holbein pencils. I know, bear with me. I found a Holbein coloured goes down beautifully, and then if you add another pencil type to it, it works beautifully. And if you add a random pencil type to it and then put a Holbein with it, it works beautiful. And as soon as I put a Holbein with a Holbein, awful things happen. So I have really preferred using my Holbeins in conjunction with anything that is not Holbein. So you will notice in my blends, each one has a Holbein and a felissimo rather than 2 Holbeins, and it just really worked so much better for me in the end. I was much more pleased with my pencils. So let's see, what have I missed? As always, if I miss saying hello to you guys, I am very sorry. No, malice intended. Sometimes I just don't notice stuff, especially when we're doing a colouring kind of live. So Michelle is colouring in Seasons by Hannah Calls on with Prismacolors. We will forgive the Prismacolors, Michelle. But the Seasons book is lovely. And of course, you'll be writing Corey's good books using some Prismacolor there. Hi, Shell. So, as promised from last week, we will also work on the fall colouring tag. I was tagged ages ago by Tammy Colors Too, and this tag was created by Michaela Renee. So I am going to answer those while we colour, just so you guys don't start watching me colour in silence. Snowfest. And let's see, what are other people colouring? Stephanie is colouring along, brilliant, and she's trying the Astra Pastel Loves. I do like those pencils, and let's be honest, they are very, very similar to the Holbein, so win-win. Corey, when I get to the letter H month, I will give Holbeins a lot of love. I should think so. If you're going to spend all that money on some pencils, you better write them on something. And Katrina is working in Johanna Basford's 30 Days of Creativity. That is what I've seen a couple of flips on that. I don't have it because I can't draw. So I'm just like, do I need it? Do I really? I'm probably not going to. But it does look gorgeous, and I bet it's beautiful to work in. I haven't used the Pastel Loves a lot myself, Stephanie, but the little bit I have used them, I have liked them. So I hope you enjoy them as well. Corey is working on Christine Caron's Colorist Portrait. My own mods are not colouring along on my page with me. No comment. No, I'm only joking. And Hannah Rainbow Colours is colouring Joanna's new book, so I'm assuming that is the 30 Days of Creativity. And Caitlin is working in Joanna's Christmas. I have that one, and that is a beautiful book. Ooh, and yeah, I bet it's gorgeous. All those glittery, festive pages. Right, let's colour. Let's pick up pencils. So in last week's massive fail of a live, I did actually start working on this page a little bit. So we will continue with these pencil blends. I have quite a bright blue in the Holbein. It's their Aqua. And in my Felissimo, I have Horizon Heat. I swear I only bought these pencils for the names. And it's basically a bit of a dusky orange and quite a vibrant, bright sea blue. So something along those lines will do. And Doodle Robot is working in Magical Jungle with PC, which I'm assuming is Prismacolor. See, I'm all hit and happening with the pencils. I know what you mean. Right, let me bear with me. Let me work out. This is the only problem when you stop a page and then restart. Just going to check. This was actually the colours. Was this actually the colours that I was using? Hopefully so. Yeah, I think I'm safe. And Audrey is finishing her page from Lily's wonderful live stream this afternoon. If you guys don't know, every Saturday or whenever she can, Lily, who is Art Journey UK, hosts a 2-hour live stream at 2 p.m. UK time, and she invites any colourists to come along and colour along and to also participate in her Colour and Connect. So essentially you can colour your page on the stream as well. All you really need is a webcam and pencils and a page. So can't think of anything else. That's all you need. A phone. You don't really need a webcam, do you? You can use your phone. I've got a funny feeling I shouldn't be using the blue with this one. I've lied. This is not the blue blend, was this other blend. The this orangey blend actually had this bright green with it. Tangy citrus, so kind of quite a pale yellowy green is what you want. So I need to cover up that little blue error. See, look at that Holbein disappear into that. Why do they blend so nicely with everything else and skip so awfully over each other? More investigation. I will work it out, guys, and then I will let you know. I have been working on a Lyra review, so that will come up at some time. And I have really kind of upped my review game. You know, spent time on it, put some effort into it, spent more time with the pencils, and hopefully, you know, it's going to be quite in-depth and quite useful. So we will see. You can always let me know how you feel about it. Corey could watch it and tell me. She's pretty good at reviews, aren't you? Hi, Val. But yeah, guys, I hope you're colouring something fun and essentially just here for the fun times. Bit of company while we colour our pages. That's the only reason we're really here, isn't it, for these lives? Have someone chitter away in the background. So for the fall colouring tag, I technically did answer the first couple of questions last week, but I really am not sure who could actually hear me doing anything, speaking ever. Just in Corey's comment, I might have made a mistake asking her for feedback. As long as you are mean to me in private, dear, then same old. Question 1 for the fall colouring tag was your favourite fall drink. And as I did say, I'm not really that fussed about things like that. I'm a migraine sufferer, so I don't really drink coffee. I don't have a lot of caffeine, and I'm careful with my sugar. So, you know, I don't drink a lot of alcohol, so I'm a pretty teetotal, caffeine-free human being. So it's a boring life, but somebody's got to live it. I am a tea drinker, like all those Brits. Very, very stereotypical British tea drinker there. Right, I'm just trying to work out what my other pencil blend was, and I'm thinking it was a purple and like a mid-green. And if it wasn't, it is now. So I've got this purple, well, it says smalt blue for Holbein. That is purple. And a Wonder Walks, which is kind of a nice, I'd say that was quite, and I'd say aqua, but I don't think it is. It's almost more of a neutral green, quite nice. Anything will do. Okay, Michelle's making me out to be a total liar now. Brickstone. Oh, no tea or coffee for Michelle. Don't put that stuff near her. Doodle Robot, do you have an opinion on the King Arts yet? Can you rank your gel crayons? Ooh. I haven't used them a whole lot. I did an entire unboxing and swatch video on them, and it didn't film, so I'll be redoing that this weekend to go up soon. I'll be honest, spoiler alert, they are very nice. The colours are nice. They're a lot more adulty than, you know, the cheaper, more budget brands. So they are gorgeous colours. I would not pay, you know, the ridiculous amounts of money for them that I've seen them at, but buying them cheap on TK Maxx, yes, winner, acceptable. But yeah, a bit more of an in-depth video will go up. And ranking my gel crayons. That seems like something I could milk a whole video out of, but seeing as you asked, I would say Faber-Castell gelatos are always going to be at the top, but of course they're always going to be an expensive item. After that, I'm quite a big fan of the Shuttle Art / Silky Gel crayons, and to be honest, I don't see any differences in them, and therefore they sit a joint in the ranking, literally both second, because essentially I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. The colours are very bright, vibrant. They're kind of that, you know, children's colour blend, so, you know, quite budget friendly. They just sit there right in the middle, and for the price you pay, for a starter set to see if you're actually going to like them. They're going to give you all the colours you want. They're going to give you the fun you want from them, and you're going to be able to do what you need. Probably after that would definitely be my King Art, and then my distress crayons. And it's not that they're not nice, the distress crayons, they are, but for every, I think, is it a 6-pack, they're about £12 something, whereas, you know, I got 24 King Arts for £12.99. Even the gelatos, you can get a 12-pack for £20 when they're, you know, being reasonable on Amazon and not going crazy. And the Shuttle Art and the Silky Gel crayons, I mean, you can get a whole bunch of those for under £20 sometimes. So they are nice, but the price of those distress crayons by, it's Tim Holtz, isn't it? Let me have a little look. Yeah, the Tim Holtz distress crayons. They are expensive, to be honest. For blendability, the Faber-Castell wins hands down. And for kind of colours and sheens and different kind of pigment, the Faber-Castell do well. For the tones, the King Art are beautiful, but like I said, for price, you really can't beat the Silky Gel crayons or the Shuttle Art, can you? Because they're all crazy cheap and they work wonderfully, wonderfully well. Sorry, that was a long answer. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, guys. Hi, Erica. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Val, now that I have a decent set of coloured pencils, my next purchase is gel crayons. Well, I'm not gonna dissuade you from that, Val, because I'm a massive fan. Yeah, Stephanie, I've got to agree. The Shuttle Art, they are, you know, for the budget set you get, I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's like everything. If you're going to try something for the first time, you don't want to go straight to the expensive stuff. You don't know if you're going to like them. I mean, you could always just buy a couple of, you know, open stock Faber-Castell gelatos, because that is kind of the advantage they have over everything else, and it'd only cost you a couple of quid. But if you just want to try the medium, you know, and have a load of colours, then, you know, they are nice for budget items. They're really lovely. Right. Question number 2. Favourite Halloween movie? Oh, you're very welcome, Doodle Robot. I hope it helped a little bit. And like I say, my video will come up. I love any kind of movie that's like Halloween-y, but probably, like, I rewatch my old favourites, like Hocus Pocus and Edward Scissorhands. All the, like, it's a bit like Christmas. All the Christmas favourite comes out. You know, like you've got your little Christmas set of movies that you watch. I'm like that at Halloween. It is my Christmas for me. I think I'm a bit of a big fan. So I kind of yeah, Hocus Pocus, Edward Scissorhands. I like Beetlejuice. That's right up there for me. And I know it's a bit weird, but I do like the old Nightmare on Elm Streets. I think that is where my Johnny Depp crush began, to be honest. And never left. Let me see. What did I miss? What is erasable, Stephanie? Ooh, what's erasable? I need the answer to this. And B Cozy asks, where is the best place to buy Faber-Castell gelatos open stock? That would probably, thank you, Emma. That would probably depend where you live. Here in the UK, I'm thinking Cult Pens probably do them, but I'm not completely sure. I'll be honest, I bought okay, as long as you guys don't tell anyone, I will sneak peek my next haul with the naughty thing that I bought that I shouldn't have done because I'm supposed to be being good. So I already have the iridescent set of gelatos, and I'm a big fan, and I'm gel crayon obsessed. So I did manage to find the translucents for £20, which, can you see that? which in the UK, that's really good. I've seen these babies go from anything from about £15 to like 45, which is ridiculous. So I grabbed the pack of translucents, and they're very misleading, these. They say 15. You never get 15 tubes. You get 12, and then a couple of bits that you're never really going to use, like a couple of sponges and a brush. So it's always 12 in these packs. And then when I was looking for things and shouldn't have been buying anything, I ended up with the metallics as well. So that happened. And so I don't know about the open stock because when I was looking, I ended up with these. But I would try cult pens. They're usually pretty good for things if you wanted a couple of certain colours. So I don't know if Jackson's Art do them. But I'd have a look on places like that, like your Jackson's Art, your cult pens. Just have a little browse and see. They tend to be where I go to have a look. The shuttle art or erasable. It's very difficult for me to not go play with those now. I need to know. That opens up a whole realm of like erasable possibilities for stenciling, doesn't it? Oh, yikes. Right, let's see what I missed. Hello Danielle, in case I missed you. Doodle, you, like I said, the silkies, you're not going to be disappointed. If you've not tried them before and you want to have a play and you just want a set of colours to try some backgrounds with, they are really fun. They're all bright, but you know, if you're any good at colour mixing, then that's not going to be an issue. And to be honest, while you're playing and you want to get the hang of them, they are a lovely item to have a go with. Hi Emily, thanks so much for joining us. Val, 21 Jump Street. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've seen that. I'm going to have to go write that down afterwards. If I've missed a Johnny Depp film, I feel like I'm lost for words. I need to go sort that out. That somebody needs to text me that. Moderators, please text me the film that I need to go look up. Oh, hi Yasmin, thanks so much for coming. And that really sucks, but I'm glad you decided we were important enough to take up a bit of your precious break. Hello Wilson. I'm so glad you can all be here. A TV show from the 90s. Right, it's definitely somebody. Stop calling me a goober. She's been doing that all day. It's just mean. And text me the TV series so I can look it up afterwards. Do your job. Let's see. God damn it. Where did I get the gelatos from, Emma? I got mine from Amazon. Yeah. Oh, then if it was only in the show, I'm only interested in the show. She only does anything that gets under my skin, to be honest. So, my new ones, yeah, the metallics and the translucents I got from Amazon. I'm telling you, lethal. I've got to stop looking on there for things. And I was at work. I'm supposed to be making money, not buy. You know, I probably spend more money at work than I earn, to be honest. That's the problem, isn't it? When you've got a bit of time between patients and you're ahead and you're like scrolling through your phone, I should lock it up, lock it away out of my surgery where it's safer. Don't encourage her, Val. I'll have to kick you all out if you're going to encourage her with these things. It's not on. Right, question number 3. Favourite place to cozy up in the fall time while we ignore the goober in the room. So, I don't know really. I don't... I suppose it's one of them, isn't it? I am a big house body. I just like being at home. I like to sit at my desk, have my heating on, and, well, lately colour, to be honest. That is kind of my newfound passion. I do game as well, so I've got a massive beanbag in my living room, and I'll like put a blanket over me like a little old lady on my beanbag with my gaming controller, and that's pretty much me set for the weekend. I would be a hermit if I could, basically. Yeah, Corey. People want to know what not a gobber, but a goober is. Billy, talking of shows of the 90s, did you see that guy who was in Quantum Leap? I did, and I used to love Quantum Leap. It was amazing. With Sam, ended up in different bodies. The best ones were when he was a woman. And oh no, Sam, was he the guy? He was his helper, wasn't he? Sam, can't remember who the traveller was. I'm not a nurse, Michelle. I am an orthodontic therapist. I do braces. So I put braces on, I take them off, I tighten them. So I see a lot of patients in a day. I work in a dental surgery, so we're very, very patient based. Let's see. Katrina really likes her Holbeins, and they work very well in the Nick Filbert book, Serene. If only I had my grubby little hands on that book. Katrina, I hope you're enjoying it. It always looks so beautiful. Yeah, Val, if I could just never unlock my door, my life would be fulfilled. Hannah says, try being self-employed. I'm always looking at colouring stuff. I am self-employed. So yeah, I feel your pain, but the only thing I just wish it would be so nice, because I am self-employed and I work in a surgery, so I can't have things playing in the background because my patients would wonder what was going on. But if I could get away with YouTube colouring, I would also have it on at work, to be honest. Right then, Corey, I'm not even going to read that out loud then. A peanut, whatever. I can see me needing a new moderator. Michelle, you cannot ruin your Serene, because if you enjoyed working in it and you spent time on it and you create something that was made wholly by yourself that you can just look at and think, I'm really proud I did that, even if it's, you know, you learning and improving and it's not the most amazing picture anyone has ever seen in their entire life. It just needs to be something that you found pleasing and you enjoyed doing. That is kind of how I view stuff, especially the more I colour. I mean, I'm not saying it should be the first ever picture you do. You know, I do believe in working up to certain pages, but, you know, once you feel like you've got that bit of practice in and you are getting there, then it is time to play. These books are for enjoyment purposes. You know, we can't sell them. You can't pass your artwork on. You can't do anything with it other than enjoy it. So it's more about creating the pages than anything else. Right, I've just noticed I'd forgotten this little guy, so I'm going to sort this one out. I'm going to go backwards a little bit. What did I have? I had the orange and the green. But yeah, on the other hand, you know, I can see why. I have a couple of books like that. Did wet myself slightly putting pencil on the paper thinking, this is so hard to rebuy. Oh, especially with the way Etsy is at the minute. Like, oh my God, I'm not sure I'll ever buy another Etsy book again at this rate. What was I looking at the other? I cannot remember what I was looking at, but the book itself was about £12. And to get it from where it was to my home was almost like £34, I think it was, on top of the book price. It's over twice the amount of the book price. I was considering whether it's cheaper to like get a really cheap flight and go get one at that rate. I mean, you can get flights from England to Europe sometimes for as cheap as like 30 quid. So I'm like, is it worth a day trip to another country to avoid delivery for a book? Maybe. If only I liked going outside, the money I could save. So at this point, I'm not really buying from Etsy. Right, so I've got this bright blue and this kind of peachy colour that I've been using for these here. So just going to add that one into this leaf as well. You see what I mean, right? This is a Holbein. I lay it down, fade it out, add a felissimo, and they just move and blend absolutely beautifully. Why can I not get that with 2 Holbeins? Yeah, the Clara Markoves, I will be honest, they are beautiful books. And I got mine like last year before the mentalness happened. And I'm so glad I did, because there is no absolute way I would pay for that shipping now. You guys know I'm mental. I'll buy things I should not buy, but I cannot in my own head justify that much shipping on a book. And well, I say that while considering that I really want Ellie Calder-Eva's I'm Ranting and a new one. So eventually I might make my husband pay that much money for a gift for a book. Why is it? Are you guys the same as this? In my head, we live together, we share money, we share everything. We both earned it, it goes in there. So it's the same as me buying the book. But in my head, for some reason, if my husband buys me the book for my birthday or for Christmas, it's not the same. Why? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Do you guys do that? It's not the same. Yes, Corey, probably. Not gonna do that. Right, let's see. See what I've missed. People are going on about the mob. Skipping over that. Ooh, yeah, that shipping is paid. See, $100. And no matter how much you like a book, there's so many different books out there. You just can't do it, can you? When you can get like a Johanna Basford for what, like 8 quid? The Circle of Life book is £6.99 on Amazon, and that is probably one of my. And I bought it when it was a £5. £5. You can buy The Circle of Life, which is absolutely stunning. Just stunning. It's nice paper. It's a lovely book. I'm actually considering a spare. I've coloured in it even, so you know it's amazing if I've actually managed to get a page done. And a £5. Yeah, Kirby Rosanna's a £5. And don't get me wrong, I love the Clara books, but $100, it hurts my heart thinking about it. Hello, Melissa. Thank you for joining us. You tuned in as I was complaining about the cost of things, in case you're wondering. Like, that's so much money. Emma, what pencils work best in Circle of Life, you think? For my style. You mean for people that colour like this, Corey? Just with a crayon gripped in their fingers. And you mean that style? You deserve that. Circle of Life. The Brute Funa squares are gorgeous in the Circle of Life. Absolutely gorgeous. It really does bring out the best in them. My book's downstairs, Corey. So I can't remember all the ones I've used, but they were really beautiful. And the Pablos. Pablos were nice. You will have to text me later and I will give you the others. or better yet, wait for my next. There will be another what pencil, what paper update very soon. I have been diligently using as many pencils on paper as I can. Or the smushers, that's what we're calling it. So yeah. Prismas. I'm trying to think if I've tried Prismas in Circle of Life. I don't think I have, Corey. So sorry, I don't think I've been there yet. But I'll have a go for you at some point, I'm sure. Seeing as I know what you're like, you will literally wait until I've checked before bothering to do it yourself. Ridiculous. What I did, Erica, what was it that I did not? I don't think the Lyra perform at their best in the Circle of Life. Don't get me wrong, they're beautiful. I love them. Spoiler, but possibly not my favourite book to try them on. Although they do normally work really nicely on smooth paper, and they do work wonderfully well in the Hannah Calls on. I did not like them brilliantly in there. And there was one other, it might have been the Colour Soft, but I can't totally remember. That took a long time, didn't it? It shouldn't take this long to colour, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves. Let's see if we can speed this life up. I can't for the life of me remember what colours I used for this, so I'm going to assume it was my dark orange and my peach. I'm going to go with those. Let's see. Magic paper. Erica says it's magic paper. Exactly. A £5 for Circle of Life, and it is amazing. Amazing. Like, ridiculous. You've got to own it. Hello, Ambient. Nice to see you. Do the Prismas do well for the smushers like me? Like I said, Corey, not sure. See, in Hannah K, Maria Troll and Clara M, I like all the oil-based, so wasn't sure if Circle of Life was like that. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The Maria Troll, the Hannah Calls on, that nice, smooth, firm paper. The Lyra work beautiful in there as well. Your oil pencils, your polys, anything like that, they are gorgeous. The Brute Funa, no, sorry, the Circle of Life paper is close, because when you look at them, they look the same, but it doesn't react exactly the same. So it's been more of a mixture for me, I think. Whereas, yeah, every oil-based pencil I've tried in the Hannah Calls on papers has been just, yes, a win. Stephanie is currently loving the Brute Funas in Circle of Life and is colouring some owls with Erica's owl tutorial with her Faber-Castells. So that is good to know. There you go, Erica. We're using your owls. And I think that puts me. I don't even know what the Felissimos. Oh, Ambient says I don't know what the Felissimo morning subscription set is. So, Tokyo Seeds Felissimo pencils. These are a subscription you can sign up to. It's a 25-month, not cancelable subscription, and it depends on the yen rate and the delivery conversion rate and import duties to your country. But every month you get a box of 20 pencils. And if you go on my channel, Ambient, in my playlist, I have a Felissimo playlist showing the unboxings of all the pencils I've had so far. I think I'm on my 5th box now. And it works out in the UK, they're working out £30 a box. I've got to admit, it's an expensive set of pencils. You work that out in 25 months at £30 a box. Ouch. And they're all right. They're nice pencils. They're well-made pencils. They're well-crafted pencils, and they work well. But let's be honest, you've got to be either a colour tuber or a crazy person to invest that much in some pencils that you can't easily get open stock. I'll be honest, from everyone I've spoke to so far, it does really come down to the novelty of it. It's the novelty of it, not the pencils, really. It's just so much fun to get a set of pencils every month. And each box is themed. So the idea, they say, is you'll get a box of 20 pencils, and you can use them for a page. So the morning set had all kind of pale peaches and greens, and I think it had some mauves and a bit of purple in it, so that you can create a page. But yeah, if you just want to invest in a set of pencils, this is not the pencil set for anyone. This is about a bit of fun, bit of collections, and the novelty of just messing around with pencils, to be honest. So yeah, you could just do what most people do and just watch us unbox them and just stick with that. Hello, Yasmin, you're back. I missed somebody, I know I have. There we are. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for joining us. Yes, basically ambient. They are a bit of fun, but they are a lot of money. And if I was going to invest in a decent pencil set and I didn't already have some, then I would buy myself either a set of polychromos, a set of luminance. What else? What are my favourites? Definitely the polys or the lumis for me. They would have been my purchase over this. Although, you know, for that more mid-range budget as well, the Lyra are very nice. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, you don't have to use these. You just want to use whatever you want, really. You want a dark peach and a pale peach, and we're living the same life. Exactly, Erica. I think most people just watch other people unbox them like the sensible people they are. I am desperately awaiting the new Black Widow set, the Dragon set, coming out. I'm hoping that will be soon. I'm sure you guys in the US will probably get them before us in the UK, but I'm very excited. That will be a set that I definitely do purchase. And if I'm right from what I saw of Corey's message earlier, has Castle Art come out with a pastel set? Because if they have, I need those in my life. And I have been talking to Pretty Pages on YouTube, and she recently bought the 570 Brute Funa set. And it's like a cast-off set, you know, like some seconds. So it was £55. And she got the original 520 set with 50 macaron pencils, which is essentially like the Astra Pastel loaves. They look like a knockoff set of the Holbein. And she's been speaking to them, and apparently they are going to come out sometime in the new year, hopefully. So I'm like, oh my God, you need to let me know. As soon as those come out, I want the Brute Funa macaron pencils. They're even capped. They've got capped ends. They've got a little gold bar here. The same, you know, writing, but in Brute Funa. So I think they really are rather a copy. I would be very interested to see what those are like, because I am quite a Brute Funa fan. I could imagine them duping some Holbeins out quite well. I'm going to go back because I've missed things, I think. Let's see. Hi, Tim. Nice to have you. Let me see now. I'm halfway through a conversation here. Michelle says, do we know when the new Dragon Black Widows will be in the UK? I don't, I'm afraid. I think they've just popped up in the US on Amazon from what I saw, but I have not seen them on ours yet. Oh, so the Castle Arts have brought out pastel tint. So I'll be looking at those after. I definitely have a pencil problem. There should be a group for us. Oh my God, Emma, just say no. I'm not going to order the 570 set of pencils just to get the 50 macaron. I'm going to wait until the 50 macaron come out in the new year, like a sensible person. Probably. Oh, Audrey's going to the dentist on Wednesday. I'm sure she's very excited, as everyone always is, to come and see us. And Michelle loves the Black Widows and the Brute Funa squares. Me too, Michelle. Yeah, 570 is an awful lot of colours, Tim. That is an unreasonable amount of colours. And seeing as I already have the 520 set, Tim, otherwise I would be buying that 570 set, because 55 quid is ridiculous. I can't countenance repurchasing that set. So I'm going to just wait. I'm going to wait and hope that macaron set comes out as a standalone 50 piece. Hopefully. So I just want to see what they're like. I can't disagree with you there, Corey. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to pretend I'm going to be all sensible. But I'm going to try not to buy 570 pencils for the 50 macaron that they include with them. See, I am growing as a person. Oh yeah, Melissa, there's no need to gang up on me. I've just seen that. At what point is that bullying, to be honest? Oh, thank you. I'll let her off then. I love how she goes from bullying to don't forget to give Emma a thumbs up while she's being bullied by people in chat. I suppose it's a fair trade. I'll take it. But yeah, what question was I on, guys? Number 4, favourite candy to eat at Halloween. So, of course, I work at a dentist. So my official answer is you shouldn't eat sweets. Sugar is bad for you, blah, 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 end of everything. And realistically, I'll eat anything, to be honest. Anything with, yeah. I tend to not really have a favourite. I tend to just have a favourite right now. I quite like salted caramel M&Ms at the moment, if I'm being honest. That seems to be my bag of choice at the moment. When I'm having a treat and I do my shopping, I accidentally drop myself a bag of salted caramel M&Ms. Oh yes, Ambient, she's not really picking on me. She's actually one of my mods. So I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, we're always joking here, always. There's no meanness allowed on this channel. Everything is always in jest. I probably should start with that, to be honest. Doodle, how do you like the new Maria Troll book? None of hers have ever appealed to me except this one. I am thinking about getting it. I've done a flip. So if you do want to see a flip, that came out on my channel yesterday. I did it almost immediately as it popped through the door, and I must admit, I absolutely love it. I did really like the Lunar one as well. And it is quite similar to that, but even nicer, to be honest. But yeah, the Moon Valley book is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh yeah, Ambient, none of that here. Corey is always joking. Me and Corey do have quite a lot of banter back and forth. We do like to pick on each other. We spend too much time together. That's where that comes from. That's where we end up. Just too much time leads to pent-up aggression. I'm joking. Let's see now. So question 5, candy corn equals fantastic candy or absolute trash? Now that is more of an American thing than a UK thing. We don't really eat them here, but I have tried one once, and I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what I put in my mouth, and I won't be doing it again. It's not my favourite. So I don't want to offend anyone who lives their life for candy corn, but it was not for me. And yeah, nasty. Just nasty, to be honest. Not be doing that again. Yeah. Yeah, nobody could ever read our personal chart. And I think, to be honest, Corey, that no, just it's too rude. It's too rude. You couldn't put that on air anyway. You'd get me demonetized. Question number 6, haunted house or haunted corn maze? I'm a massive wuss, so if it was a choice, it would be neither. But obviously, if you have to, let's see what colour leaves did I do? Then I suppose I'll go with a corn maze. I prefer the idea of being outside and being able to get out than locked in a house, I suppose. I'm going to use like a medium green and a really bright kind of lime green for this one. So let's see. Question number 7. Favourite Halloween costume ever worn? I don't have a picture, I'm afraid. But I've not dressed up a whole lot in my life. I did go to a party as a Playboy bunny. So there's that. And I've been Cyndi Lauper. I've been a devil, because everybody does that, don't they? But I can't say there was one where I was like, oh my god, I'm so proud of this, I worked so hard. It's not where my talents lie, but I did have fun. It's always fun to dress up. Question 8, least favourite Halloween costume you've ever worn? Probably all of the same ones. Again, I'm one of those, I always feel very uncomfortable. I always feel like you're being scrutinised by people. So you spend all that time, trying to pick something very neutral. It doesn't stand out too much, that you can be comfy in, and then you get there feeling either overdressed or underdressed or just uncomfortable. So I find the older you get, or for me anyway, let's not generalise for other people, the older I get, the less I am bothered about judgment, and the less that does actually happen to me. In my 20s, I was quite bad for it. As I've got towards being 40, I think you get a bit more like, whatever, accept me as I am or leave the room. So yeah, it's a bit more relaxing. As we get older, I think you do. I'll be honest, in my 20s, I don't think I could have had a YouTube channel. You'd have been sat here while I probably didn't say anything, mumbled along, and it wouldn't have really lasted. So yeah, I do think the older I get, the less bothered I become. Not saying I'd turn up to a party naked or anything, but I'm a lot less interested in people's judgment of, what I look like, what I'm wearing, what I weigh, how tall I am, what shoes I'm wearing. I just think you do get past that as you get a bit more grounded in who you are as a person. Really trying to make sure by the end of this stream I've coloured at least something. So that's why all of a sudden I'm just going to crack on with some leaves. We're going to make it look like colouring things happened while people were watching. And yeah. Shall we zoom you in a little bit, ladies? Let's see if we have some kind of mic drop accident or anything like that. Let me refocus. That should do it. You should be able to actually see what's going on a little bit now. Let's see. So, hello, Nan. Was doing a search for Magical Jungle tutorials, and here I am. Well, welcome to the channel, Nan. I hope you find this interesting. And I hope you actually get to see a bit of colouring. We are having a play in Magical Jungle on the Hippo page today, because we've already done, or I did, the other side in pastel. So I'm kind of continuing with kind of one set of pastel tones. And I hope you enjoy. Hope we keep you company. Yeah, Val, exactly. I'm a bit like that. Like, yeah, whatever. I'm me. Whatever. Just not bothered. How can one shade pastel colours? Ooh. Well, essentially, Yasmin, I just find a pastel colour that's a medium tone and one that's a lighter tone. And put them both together. And that works for me. You still end up with that, two-tone difference. So it's enough. Obviously, if you wanted anything darker than that, then you'd have to come out of your pastel range. But once you're finished, it gives enough of, like these are obviously all pastel colours, but it's just a darker and a lighter. It's still the same sort of thing. Or you've essentially got to go with different colours. So these are a blue, green, and mauve mix. If you want to add more contrast, then use different colours. So if you want contrast, then use different colours. But of course, if you want, like your leaves and things, if you wanted more in that, you could go purple to green. Oh, thank you, Corey. Why are you always... she feels bad now because someone thought she was picking on me. She is the most kind-hearted person that I actually chat to and know. We chat every day, and she is never, ever, ever being mean to me. She'll be upset on her end there that someone might think that she was mean. She has never, ever done that. She is absolutely lovely, and she will never see me return that tenner. So, and she knows that. So she freely gave me that because she's a beautiful human. And it almost makes me feel physically sick to be that nice to her, which is half of the reason I think why she gives me some money. To be honest, because I don't have a choice. Thank you, Corey. That's so kind. That will actually buy me quite a lot of M&Ms because they're not actually a bad price at the minute. So yeah, Yasmin, to be honest, you're not going to get a whole lot of contrast with pastel. You're just not. Choose kind of a neutral mid-tone, pop it down, and then choose quite a bright pale tone. And that's the most you're going to get, because the whole idea of pastel is not really to get a whole lot of contrast. It is to just have that very pale look to the page. And the way I like to add a little bit of contrast then is to cheat and add something in that I shouldn't. So like my black, or I will go with a darker background to add that little bit of pop to my page instead, and I'll do it that way. Yeah, you can't pay me to be nice. It only lasts a moment. No, she's wonderful. She's lovely. And I will get my own back in her live stream tomorrow, as she well knows. Oh, it's practically already gone back to normal, Melissa. Not to worry. It hasn't even gone off the stream, and I'm already being mean to her again. Ambient. I actually have some pastel goth colouring books, and I just bought some kawaii chibi anime manga drawing and painting books. I mean, the art Sherpa's painting tomorrow is kawaii. Ooh, interesting. $34.99 for Castle Art Pastel. Now, you'll know this then, Corey, won't you? You've already got them. Are they? I'm not a big Castle Art pencil fan. Because to be honest, for a budget pencil, you know, when you can get a Brute Funa Square that is a beautiful oil pencil for such a cheap amount, for 120 pencils, Castle Art aren't really my go-to. So are the pastel nicer, or are they basically Castle Art pencils? Is the formula a bit better to, you know, for the price? Or are they the same? I'm very sorry if you guys can hear my laptop overheating. It gets a bit loud about halfway through. Hi, Colouring Quest. Oh, not to worry. Nice to have you. Tim Miner comes from the Art Sherpa's acrylic channel. Oh, well, I'm so pleased you joined, Tim, and very pleased you told people to join us, Ambien. And Tim, the Art Sherpa's acrylic channel. I haven't actually heard of that, so I will have to go and have a little look. Yasmin, poor Yasmin, is now accepting her fate of no contrast. But yeah, don't assume you're doing something wrong, Yasmin. There won't be that much contrast. And yet too, don't blame me for the Halloween pages. I'm still working on my witchy page in Hannah Calls On. Halloween doesn't last long enough to stop. At the end of October, I like to continue mine to the end of November and get my Halloween kick all the way on. Ooh, interesting acrylic. Going to have to go watch them play with acrylic, I think. Hi, Deb. Yep, too many pencils, too little time. Tim says 4 to 5 month artist here. Started with my mum's coloured pencils and I love pencil and just starting on acrylic. Well, I hope you are really enjoying your colouring journey. You won't see a lot of drawing here, I'm afraid, Tim, because I'm horrendous at that, but colouring you will see. So I hope you're enjoying the chatter at least while you create your beautiful artwork. It's always fun to have a bit of company doing things like this while we work, I think. It turns our hobby into more of a communal effort. And Cinnamon. So is that the lady whose channel is she called Cinnamon? We'll have to check that out. Will there be a Christmas marathon? From what I've heard from Shell, I do believe there will be a Christmas colour-a-thon weekend. She was saying something about that. So as long as her plans don't change, that will happen. If you mean Christmas marathon as in Christmas pages from me, not likely. I don't do a lot of Christmas pages, to be honest. Not a whole lot. Now, leaves. I might go with the mix I used previously, which was a little bit of everything. Let's see. I'm going to go with this this Celadon green colour from Holbein, and I've got a kind of a purpley mauve here, newspaper ink. It's like a purpley grey, actually, if I'm being correct about it. And I'm going to go with this kind of peachy cream, this creamed butter colour for my leaves. Hello, B. Nice to have you. Yes, Tim, colour mixing and colour theory is confusing and frustrating, but once it clicks, and it just takes practice, to be honest, it just takes playing with it and practice and actually making mistakes and learning from them. So, yeah, you need to give yourself a little bit of a break and let yourself mess up. Because to be honest, it's the only way we improve. You've got to do something and think, oh my God, I really wish I hadn't done that. That's horrendous. Rather than doing nothing at all. Or is practice and playing. And to be honest, some of the things that we think are our biggest mistakes are other people's favourite pages. I'm just popping some green in the middle. And yeah, that's lovely, Ambient, that you're helping. It is nice to have someone, to bounce your ideas off of, and that will, spend that bit of time with you and pass that knowledge on. It is so much fun. Oh, thank you, Tim. That's so nice. I really appreciate that. You guys, it does. It means a lot. It means a lot that you watch, that you chat, that you're friendly, just the thumbs ups, and you all leave such lovely comments, and you're just beautiful people, to be honest. Don't set me off. Don't. I've got more screen time to go. It's not good to upset me halfway through. But no, you will find lovely people in this chat, lovely channels that just love to actually pass on knowledge, answer your questions, and always feel free to ask whatever you like in here. And, if we can help you and we know the answer, we will. And definitely tag us in your beautiful works. When you're sharing it on Instagram, please tag me. I'd love to see your pages. It's so nice, especially when, people will tag me and put that, I coloured this page while listening to your live. It's just so nice. But no, that's lovely. I really appreciate it. And I hope, you really start to feel a bit more comfortable and confident with your work, Tim, because that's when the joy starts, to be honest. And a lot of the time, once you relax, that's when the creativity starts as well. So question number 9, favourite fall food or food you like to eat this time of year. I've got a bit of a pie problem. I don't do weird things to pie, by the way. I mean, I like pie. I eat a lot of pie. I love chicken pie, chicken gravy pie. My husband always takes a mix. If we go out to eat and there's like a pie on the menu, he knows what I'm having. He's like, pie. He's like, so you're getting that then. And every so often, just out of spite, I think, I'll get something else and then spend the entire meal wishing I got pie because I feel like I've missed out on trying a pie. So essentially, my diet will probably go much better when I give up my obsession with pie. Don't ask. You guys know you get weird answers from me. Shepherd's pie. Oh. See, I get hungry now. It's 10:08. Pumpkin pie. I don't think I've ever actually had pumpkin pie. It's definitely savoury pie. For me, like chicken. Yeah, chicken with gravy. I'm not talking chicken with that like cream and mushrooms sort of thing. I like a proper chicken and gravy pie. Just, my mouth's watering. It's a good job I'm stuck here with you guys and can't actually go off and eat pie. Let's see. What am I missing here? So, Oh, hi Dawn. Nice to have you. Oh, strawberry rhubarb pie. Oh, this has just turned into pie now. That is really nice if you have it with custard. But it's got to be with custard. You're in a safe place here, Tim. So don't you worry. There's a lot of foodies in here. Some serious food obsession happens in here. You know what, Doodle? If you shove a pie crust on top of a casserole, I am there. It's the same thing, just a bigger pie. Poor Corey hasn't got her taste buds back, so we're now picking on her because of her lack of pie tasting skills at the minute. Ambien, I used to date the buyer, and oh my gosh, he was constantly giving me spoilage or mispicks. What have I missed there? I need to go back. Since I've left the bakery, I'm much happier. So he was giving, oh my word. I'm not surprised, to be honest, there. Let's see. Mince and onion. Ooh, just getting more pie ideas. And no, I'm sorry, Val, no pumpkin pie here. I don't know if it's more of an American thing or I've just not tried pumpkin pie and it is a British thing, but I haven't ever really seen it over here. Hello, Melissa. Melissa G. Should I say hello, Melissa G? I'm sorry, with ambience now starving. Too much pie. To be honest, yeah, not being able to taste it would definitely fix a pie obsession, to be honest. Yeah, I've got a feeling pumpkin's an American thing. Yeah, I could bake it, Yasmin, and I'm sure it would be very easy for you. It might be more difficult for me. I can cook. I'm not good at pie. I'm good at savoury pies. I'm not as good at dessert pies. I think some people are really good at cooking dessert, and some people are better at cooking main meals. B, the thing on my finger is a finger sleeve. I got these from Amazon a bit back. I've got one of those really beautiful finger bumps, you know, from like just colouring, and I mainly got mine in school from all the exams, and because I'm left-handed, I think we hold our pen a lot tighter and you end up with more of a finger bump faster than other people do. So the fabric is like a compression sleeve, but for your finger. I couldn't believe it when I saw them, and it just stops you putting all that pressure on, and it really does help. I can now colour for hours at a time, so my husband's probably been chucking them in the bin and hiding them everywhere, but I got a pack of 20, so he's going to be busy for a while, because yeah, it's essentially taking the amount that I can colour up to a really long time. Just because of getting rid of that, you know, that tenderness from it pressing all the time. So much more comfortable. And yeah, just a finger sleeve, it's called. It's a bit like a compression glove, but I didn't want to have something on my entire, you know, like I didn't want to wear a glove, so I managed to find these, and I am really liking these. You can wear one on your thumb and one on your middle finger, because I do get a little bit of pressure on my thumb as well. I know it sounds weird, but I don't wear the thumb one when I'm doing the lives, because I think it would look weird if there were just like 5 finger compression, you know, like if there were a billion compression sleeves on my fingers. I don't know, you think weird things when you're setting up for your life. It's odd. So I've done like this mauvey purple, well, this grey purple, and this green, and then I'm essentially just gonna blend the middle with this kind of creamy peach, just to pop that into the middle. Work that round. But yeah, I don't know. I was the same. I kind of, you know, from school, I think. I've had it ever since then, and they get quite sore after a while. Corey's gonna You think you've pulled a muscle moving pencils. That is the point where you realise you have too many pencils. So if you want to offload a few to the UK, I will babysit them for you. No problem. Not a problem. Right, so question number 10. Tea, coffee, cider or hot chocolate? I have kind of answered that already. It's mainly tea for me because it's one of the few things I can actually have. I occasionally do actually enjoy a hot chocolate, but I have to be careful because, you know, not give myself a headache if I can help it. Right, let's see now. I'm going to add a bit of green into here. And a bit of that peachy colour. And a bit of grey. I'm going to go back to that dark orange and the peach colour for these leaves here. Let's see. Bacon chopped chip cookies. Oh, why does that actually sound good? Don't know what you mean, Corey. Or they have any books? I mean, everything I own's on one bookcase, so beat that. Oh, doodle. Threw my back out colouring. That is, you'd be surprised how easy it is to do things like that, to be honest. Do you always colour standing up, Yasmin? Have you got one of those like artist easel things? Is that why? Hello, Georgios. Oh, my wife and my woman are in the same chat. It's always good to see. So, what question am I on? Question number 11. Least favourite thing about fall? I know it's good for the planet and it has to happen and it waters all your plants and we'd all die without it, but heavy rain. We just get so much constant rain. Walking to work is miserable. You get to work, you're wet all day, your feet are wet, your socks are wet. You just always feel wet. You get home and it takes like hours to warm up. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, as a youth, and even occasionally now, I enjoy one of those really cozy walks in the rain with a massive coat that's completely waterproof with a hood. It can be very, you know, evening, charming, romantic. But for day-to-day life, all that rain just grates right on my last nerve. I just hate being constantly wet through. And I live in the UK, so we don't have like, you know, awful torrential storms or anything, but we just have that, you know, wet to your knickers, cold, wet feet, horrible, constant rain. And to be honest, by the time you get to like the end of November, you've just had enough of it. I'm done. It's definitely that. There's reasons I don't go outside. Question number 12. Your favourite fall time activity? There's not a lot of activity, but I mean pretty much the exact same thing as the rest of the year, but with my heating on. I colour and I game. I may even throw a little bit of diamond painting in there occasionally if I'm feeling a bit, I don't know, ambitious about it. I do like to read, and I would generally have some version of TV, albeit like a TV show, or a lot of time colouring YouTube on in the background while I colour, because I don't ever like to do any one thing. How many other people feel like you're kind of wasting your life if you're doing one activity at a time? So if I'm colouring, I'm watching. And if I'm reading, I'm watching. And if I'm gaming, I'm also watching. I have to be doing 2 things at once, or not enough is happening. I've even taken to like putting my laptop, like when I'm cleaning, I now have my laptop on in a corner and it will be playing YouTube or a book or something. So I don't feel as irritated by cleaning. Let's see now. What have I missed? Johanna throws down the gauntlet. What gauntlet have you thrown down? I'll probably get one of those this weekend. Johanna, let's go, girl. Fight. What are you fighting over? What did you say, Johanna? It's only awkward for you, Corey. She loves me more. Brilliant. Oh. Hang on. Let's see. You can tell all these ladies know each other far too well. Ambience telling you off. Stop acting like 2-year-olds. Behave yourselves. Just have to wait for her to take a break. Are you now plotting? I hope you're plotting Erica's downfall and not mine there. I suppose like it is probably a work left over that, isn't it, Ambient? Like that you like, I don't know. Yeah, when you're always busy doing more than one thing at once, it almost leaks over into your personality, I think. Like, yeah, Val says the same. Just need those few things going on. Hi Debbie, that is Debbie from Colour Me Stress Free, joins the madness. Tim says the thing is no one here can be put in the corner. Don't tempt me, Tim. All these girls know I can put them in the naughty corner, no problem, when they get out of hand. These 5-year-olds end up on the naughty step all the time. And yeah, Ambient is joining in the fun. Oh, you're a preschool teacher. That is so cool because, to be honest, you are going to feel like you are at work when you are listening to my moderators. They all sound like preschoolers most of the time. Oh, that's nice. B says, Erica, you have inspired another double page spread for me, this time in seasons. I do love that book. There is the kick button, which luckily I do not let Corey have a hold of at any point. You know what they're like, Debbie. They're always doing something. I'm pretty sure they're like plotting each other's, I'm not sure really, murder. I'm not sure what's going on. I have to be careful what I say. I don't want to end up on YouTube's watch list. Ambient. My last leader accused me of having ad. What's that? Is that a typo? What is ad? Oh, AD. Do you mean ADD? Sorry, I read that wrong. I read that as ad. Punctuation. Let's see. The couch where they can sit until they decide. Everybody ends up on the naughty corner at some point. Otherwise, life is just not getting exciting enough, is it? Right, I'll do my little orange cluster here. Essentially just, using the same kind of colours as the other page, so they're going to sit well together. A few friends here have AD squirrel. I've not heard of that one. Hello, Coffee. Coffee, Jesus and Prismas. Cool. Love it. Hello, Coffee. But yeah, I think there's quite a lot of misbehaving ladies in this chat most of the time. But yeah, as I say, they're all lovely, lovely ladies, and they're all messing with each other. I'm glad you're all joining in. And I'm kind of glad that we now have a new teacher. I feel like ambient will literally now be our new role that we were needing. We were missing our teacher, to be honest. I feel like that was the missing spot. Val says, I have attention deficit, ooh, shiny. I think a lot of colorists have that, to be honest. That, oh, I've just got confused and distracted by a different set of pencils. Definitely happens to me. Doodle prefers the zen of single tasking. I think you're definitely one end or the other, aren't you? Like, kind of sitting. You know, some people just they like to turn all their sound off. Everything's just quiet. They mute their husband for a while, and you just colour. Your brain turns itself off, and I can see the beauty in that kind of perfect peace. My problem is my brain doesn't turn off in perfect peace, so I let someone chatter to me on YouTube in the background. Corey, is this the Brazilian lady you were telling me that you were having an affair in the bath with? Would this not be Melissa, who I have totally noticed is in the chat? Our chat gets very, very strange, to be honest. Everybody is always at the cool table on my channel. Everybody is always the cool kids. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to colour my hippo. He's going to be a colour, but I think that these are all going to be black, the same as the other side. So I'm going to skip past those. Shall we work on our water? See if Corey's crying herself. Don't pee, Corey. Whatever you do. Deep breaths. You'll be all right. Ooh. Teaching 2 to 3 year olds socializing and impulse control is my job. I feel like I have the same job in these lives, to be honest. Sometimes ambient with these lot, you will soon see it's essentially the same thing. I'm going to do my water, I think. So I used quite a bright blue. We've got a bit of purple, some green, a very, very pale blue, which is this horizon blue. I saw that, Jojo's eye. I'm not a handful. I'm a beautiful, wonderful, amazing human being. And porcelain blue. So I've just essentially grabbed lots of blues, a really pale blue, a purple, and a bit of an aqua green. We're going to pop some darker purple in the bottom for our shadow and work our way up to lighter colours. Jojo's is completely right. I went from being a child to just buying colouring supplies the same as when I was a child. And that's the amount of progress I've made in my entire life. And I'm very pleased with the amount that I have not grown up. To be honest, I'm all right with it. Did I actually finish my colouring tag? Hang on, let's see, where was I? I always wonder about that, Val. Obviously, I stream in one of my front bedrooms, and it's got like a window in the front with no curtains or anything on it. And I've got all these like lights around for the filming and a camera arm, and it proper looks like a filming studio. My neighbours across the street must wonder what on earth is going on. And they're probably just hoping it's nothing to do with porn, because I live in a nice area. I probably should, when I bump into them, just bring up in casual conversation that I do a colouring YouTube channel, just to bring them some relief, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, a little bit of dark purple. Erica says, I'm literally about to play pretend. Is it Dungeons and Dragons for you, Erica? Oh, it sounds so much fun. I'm going to have to film one of them sometime. Get disclaimers signed from your family and film what you're doing. So Deb just doesn't do outside all people. Full stop, done, job over. We're arguing over who has the best divorce story. Debbie says the neighbours probably think you do OnlyFans. Probably. I mean, there's a lot of very weird kinks out there. There's probably some kind of colouring fetish somewhere. Could be making more money, couldn't I? I'm on the wrong channel. Oh, I tell you what, I don't know what. Am I allowed to say this? I'm not sure. 1 second while I edit myself and my thoughts. No, I'm going to say it anyway. Have you guys noticed whenever you like on Instagram or YouTube, if you ever hashtag anything with adult colouring, I think it is the thing that most of the porn channels use to hide. Because I get so many strange things that hashtag themselves as adult colouring, and they are definitely not adult colouring. They're adulting, but it's not colouring. And OnlyFans. I wonder if I'd make any money. I'm not being funny. There is a fetish for everything. This is definitely an adult colouring channel. I mentioned that right, didn't I? And there needs to be no under 16-year-olds in here. More certainly. Yeah, it got a little bit less PG rated, didn't it? So yeah, but I have noticed that, like, it really irritates me. Like when you use the hashtags for colouring and these random things, I get them on my comment section. I'm constantly removing them. It makes me laugh with YouTube. If someone links a colouring pencil set, they get removed because any comment that you make that has a link in it is automatically removed from a comment section by YouTube. And yet, you know, all the dodgy stuff, no, I have to manually go through and remove all the naked ladies. But yeah, anybody links a set of pencils and YouTube immediately removes the unwanted content from your channel. Like this major service being done. I like the OnlyHands version of OnlyFans though. that's quite cute. That's quite fun. Not gonna lie, I've had a few people tell me I had nice hands in my video comments. So you never know. Maybe there's profit to be made. Make money doing anything now, can't you? I wonder how disappointed they'd be when it was actually colouring. Hello. I'm probably gonna really mess this up, but Brenda Lou, is it? Is it Brenda Lou Cook? Hello. Oh, hello. A view is a view. I do know your names, by the way, guys. I prefer to use the actual channel names that you log in with so that other people know who I'm talking to. And hello, Marilyn. You are very welcome to lurk as we review ancient Greece for my son's homework. I really hope your son wasn't listening to my OnlyHands chat. I can only apologise for that, to be honest. Ambient says, I'm even nervous to joke around on YouTube. I figure I'm not using my real name, which means I'm using discretion. You need to be careful with things. Obviously, never give out any actual information about yourself. Lily's here from Art Journey UK. Hello, Lily. We were mentioning your weekly stream earlier that you do with all the people being invited. Was that meant to be a joke, Tim? Because that did make me laugh. Hello, I'm Tim, and people call me Tim. I love that. Hello, I'm Emma, and people call me Emma. That's it. Actually, that's a lie. I think people call me Emma Colors now. Quite possibly, like immediately have become Emma Colors. Right, let's get some water done, people. Get a bit of work done. Tiny Tim. They would do, wouldn't they? I mean, there's always going to be somebody, isn't there? Let's be honest, Tim. There's worse things in the world than being small. All good things come in small packages. Hello, Lisa. I must admit, Ambient, because I'm in dental and I am a clinician. I don't share a whole lot of information about my person because I am classed as a medical professional. So I do keep, both sides of my life quite separate, if that makes sense. You can't be a medical professional and be on only hands, can you? That's for sure. Hence why I'm not on Facebook. It tends to not be a good idea for people that treat patients to have Facebook accounts. I know, Tim. That's why it's allowed. Otherwise, we would be going around and having a bit of a chat with your bullies. All the other wonderful things come in tall packages as well, Tim. Joe's has just noticed there's a hippo, so I'm glad she's paying attention. I'm pleased. I'm glad you made it, Lisa. Hope you're enjoying the weirdness that you've walked into. Elise is completely right. Pan pastel backgrounds are not as easy as they sound. I've definitely found that to be the case a few times. These things do definitely take practice. I don't know if you'll find it useful or not, but the main thing I've found, as weird as it is with pan pastel, take a kneadable eraser over your page that you're going to be working on, just to take off the fingerprints, because it does not lay down. And then when you're working, as strange as it sounds, I put a glove on the hand that's holding the page, because anywhere you've transferred oils from your fingers, the pan pastel just do not cover very well. And apart from that, once you've played with them a little bit, they do get easy to play with. So gel crayons are easier, to be honest, Deb. But I am starting to branch out. I've been playing with my pan pastel a little bit. I love gel crayons. I love them dry though. I have noticed I am the kind of colorist that just can't be bothered with the fuss of water. But yeah. Oh, thank you, Erica. I definitely agree. Everybody that loves me, give me a thumbs up. Like slavery, people. If you want to be here, you have to hit the thumbs up. I'm joking. Right, let's see. Favourite full-time activity was definitely colouring and gaming, pretty much like the rest of the year. Enjoy, Erica. Have fun with your family. Thank you so much for coming. And the bonus, your favourite fall colouring book. That is an impossible question to answer. I have far too many books to pick a favourite. I love far too many things to ever have just a favourite thing. Off the top of my head, the things I'm working in and enjoying very much at the moment are the new Hannah calls on Tales of the Witch's Cottage, absolutely beautiful, and Autumn... which one was I colouring in? Autumn Scenes by Teresa Goodridge has essentially started off a Teresa Goodridge obsession for me. What else have I been working in? I really like the Do Your Drawers book that she came out with, the Halloween to Christmas. I've done a page in that as well. I worked in that on the live stream, my last live stream for the Colourathon, I believe. I still get that little bit of giddy, you know, like, because do your thumbs up. I'm such a child. She gave me a thumbs up and she put a little comment, and it makes you giggle like a 3-year-old. I just get so excited. I'm such a child, like running around showing my husband, like, oh my god, Do Your Drawers, she liked and commented on my video, and he's like, I have no idea who you're on about, but I'm assuming it's a good thing. Well done to you. You're like, oh, you don't understand. I'm going to go tell colouring people. They all get it. It's not the same. You need people that are obsessed with these things the way you are, that understands the excitingness. I know, it's ridiculous. What can you do? Ambient is starting with Princess by Teresa Goodridge. Is that the Dover colouring book? I've seen that. I've seen someone working that and it was gorgeous. Just started doing more acrylic backgrounds thanks to Dee Willingham, and I used her acrylic wash technique, making a Kirby page so much easier to do. That's from Marilyn. I do like acrylic, but I like it in a pen version. Again, I'm not a messy mixed media human. If I'm using watercolour, I like it to be a pencil. If I'm using gel crayons, I like to use them dry. And if I'm using paint, I like to cheat and have it in a pen. I don't have an amazing amount of space, and I'm not actually wonderfully creative, so I just find them a little bit easier to use, especially with my not massive love of backgrounds. I still find them quite stressful, to be honest. But I am getting better. I am finding mediums that work better for me, that I enjoy working with a little bit more, and it has taken the stress of backgrounds away. I'm getting there. Yeah, it's kind of that, you know, I like to create something beautiful, I like to have fun. I don't like to spend most of my time getting my stuff out and then cleaning up after myself. Colouring Corner with Renee. Hello, this is pretty. YouTube decided I only get to watch the ends of streams. Has it been kicking you out of everything? Hello, Renee. YouTube is a funny beast sometimes. It does seem to be having its moments lately. I'm sorry you're experiencing difficulties. I'm just glad my live behaved itself this time. Hello, Pat. Hugs to Wilson. Yes, Emma, I am really liking Teresa Goodridge. I already had a couple of her books sitting on my shelf for a while, and I don't think it is until you kind of pull a book out and actually start to work in it that you really decide, like, this is all right, it's not my favourite, or, oh my God, I need every one of these books she's ever made. Cartoons, Tim. Are you do you do kind of manga or more like comic? I love cartoons. I love the art of comic books. They're just so... To be honest, anyone that can draw to me is so talented, because I've always wanted to be able to, and don't. Anyone that draws, I just think is amazing. Most certainly. It's a beautiful skill to have. Now, a little bit of purple to a little bit of blue. I think I'm going to add a bit of green under him because it will act as a little bit of shadow and it'll kind of create that murky look. because I can't go too dark. But do you see what I mean? The minute you mix Holbein with Holbein, they kind of bunch. Just bunch up a little bit. Ooh, Disney. That is fun. I bet they look good. And Ambient is learning anime and manga and kawaii and chibi. I love those. I absolutely love like Josh Lee's chibi book. They are such cute ladies with the big eyes. Oh, and they're so much fun to colour. It's definitely a beautiful style. And because I am a gamer and I like Japanese games, it always reminds me of, you know, the things I like to play, the games I played. So they're always interesting for me. Right. A bit of green under here. Check them on camera. Always helps. So, well, I ran out of tags, so let's see now. What can we chat about? I was thinking I might ask some opinions of things because, as always, I've got a couple of channel ideas, but I'm not sure what you would fancy. So I've been playing around with the idea of, is this looking green? Yes, it is. Doing like a monthly end wrap-up. So obviously at the end of every month, we do our completed pictures of the month, and it's one of my favourite videos. And at the beginning of a month, I do a whole video. And I do unboxings of things I've bought or flip throughs, and I do reviews. Obviously, after I've used a product for a little while, we'll review it. But I was thinking maybe a fun month end wrap up of like what I've been doing for the month, colouring wise, what I've been enjoying, what's worked for me, what haven't, new techniques I've learned, items that I've either loved or hated, and just kind of a, you know, an actual, you know, usage of the things that I've collected over the last few months and what's working and what's not for me. It's like a month end update. So I'm thinking of incorporating that into the channel, adding that on. Okay, so he's got a green mark around him. We're going with that. Hello, Nicole. Nice to have you. So, yeah, I'm thinking about it. And like I said, I have worked on my reviewing technique. Now I've been doing YouTube for a little bit. I've been working with pencils a bit longer and a bit more, you know, I know what I'm doing a little bit more. I think, you know, I'm going to do a bit more testing and a bit more info for my reviews for you guys when I'm doing them. I've been trying to make sure there's some flips up of the new books I find, you know, the more some of the more interesting, kind of more different books popping up. I've managed to stick to my schedule, so I think there was only one day I missed a Monday, but apart from that, the 4 videos a week have been going up, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and if I have extra content, extra ones get thrown up for you guys as well. I have changed the format of my Shop My Stash video that I show you my colouring plans for the month, and we do the Let's Colour vote for the month. So I'm also throwing up a community poll at the same time now so that you can pick your, you know, vote for the colour along that month. I don't know if you guys know because I can't actually remember if I mentioned it anywhere, but the winner this month is the Kirby book from the I can't remember the 5 choices now from the Shop My Stash video, but it was the Kirby. God, what book was it? My goodness. Which Kirby book did I put up? Nope, it's gone. It's a Kirby book anyway. So the Let's Colour this month is will be a big page. Thanks, guys. Love you too. So that'll pop up. I'm still working on my Rita Berman speed colour. That's not very speedy, but you know, that'll pop up at some point in life. I'm definitely thinking there'll be a 3K giveaway for subscribers when I hit that amount. And the reason you've not seen any kind of, I'm not advertising that, it's not gone up anywhere, because I don't want to get random people. I want it to be people that watch, so that will just pop up randomly in a video somewhere. And that will happen. And yeah, apart from that, what else have I been doing? Not a whole lot other than just trying to get through some of the backlog. I've got quite a few requests lately that is really fun, and I hopefully, if you made a request recently, you're starting to see those requests pop up. A few different how to colour different items have gone up. The gel crayon clouds went up. Thank you, Deb. Worlds within worlds. That's the one. I'm glad other people know what's happening on my channel when I fail. It's worlds within worlds. I don't know. Useless. Deb sorts me out. It's fine. Oh, thank you, Doodle. That's kind of you. Thank you very much. Hello, Maverick. Did not see you there. Maverick says, can you incorporate your thoughts on how the paper worked with your finished pages in monthly wrap-up? I can do. I do like every couple of months I do a what pencils, what paper video, so that, you know, I'm kind of showing you an update every couple of months on that for, you know, what to use with what and what I find works well. But I will try and remember the pencils I've used, especially if it's something that's, I'm not brilliant at that, but if it springs to mind, I will mention it. And Tim, needs social media advice / help. It's one of those, Tim. Insta's brilliant, and it is nice to share your works. It's also nice to chat to people, to find other people on there and find their works. And it is a nice social platform. You'll find plenty of people on there, and you'll also find plenty of people that will help you use it as you go. Because, yeah, Insta, when you start, trust me, I was the same. It was hard work. Emma, I've asked a question. Oh, Emmy, hang on. Could you do a Teresa Goodridge books flip through? Oh, what, like all the Teresa Goodridge I have? No problem. I'll add that on. I do illustrators every now and again. I normally wait until I have all their books, but I'll be honest, she has a lot. So I'll do the ones I've got. No problem. I will add that to my list. My colouring quest says, I found the gel crayon vids really helpful. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Have you tried them with water? I have. I'm not a massive fan of water use. I mean, they work beautifully. It is kind of what they're made to do. So as long as you're careful what paper you use them on, not to saturate your pages, they're going to work absolutely beautifully. I just like to use mine dry because it's less messy for me. I just make a mess. It's safer for all concerned, to be honest. I'm one of these people that always knocks over the water. You think I'd be safe with a water brush, but generally, no, I'll stand on it. So it's safer dry. But I love the gel crayons. This is a gel crayon background. I know I'm zoomed in very far, but yeah, I really enjoy them, to be honest. Love using them. Let's see. Bal, I like the DM feature of Insta. It's so easy to keep in touch. It really is. Like, you know, you can see whose messages, so you're not missing things, and you can reply, and it's easy, especially like for me, when you have a channel, as that channel grows, I still really enjoy chatting to everyone. I always reply to everyone, but I get a lot of messages. So if there weren't like little icons telling me I had messages, you would totally miss loads of people, certainly, because you'd just be very difficult to manually check through things like that. So yeah, it is really nice that, am I on camera with that? Thank you, Doodle. I am considering it, I think. I'm like, you know, like I just, what worked for me this month, what I've liked, what I've been doing, you know, just a random. I might even incorporate into a colouring chat. So it's not just me showing you things. I could always do, you know, an end of the month colouring chat that's like an update colouring chat. And then at least there's some colouring happening. Maverick says, I tried the gel crayons dry, but didn't get the vibrant payoff. I like to use like crafting oval brushes. So this sort of brush, you can either use craft brushes or these are makeup brushes. The oval makeup brush, just cheap sets, you know, like cheap Chinese sets that come in a big set. Don't have to spend a lot of money on it. I grabbed these off Amazon. These are a wonderfully dense brush, so they do work really nicely. I use a cheap chopping board and I colour my crayon onto it, and I use my craft brush, I dab it off so I'm not going to get an immediate spot of colour that I can't blend out, and then I blend that into my page, and I've chucked my thing on the floor, whoops, and I use a couple of layers, and you know, I use like a darker colour inside and then I'll work it out lighter, and I have found that I think almost every brand I've used so far works very nicely that way. Kind of just really makes it just nice and simple and clean and quick. I mean, I can do a background with these babies in about 2 minutes, which is probably the real reason that I love them so much. To be honest, I don't actually know. It was a mega cheap like set of 10 brushes on Amazon. All these, they're called oval face makeup brush set. Loads will pop up. They do, like, you know, you get different sizes, you get big and large in a set. They're all the same, really. If I can find the set I got, I will. In fact, if you go onto any of my gel crayon background videos, I've done a few lately, these are normally in the descriptions of them. There'll be links to Amazon US and UK, I think. Welcome back, Corey. I thought it was quiet. So let's see. You can post your username, Tim, no problem. But a moderator will then need to go onto the Insta and actually link it for you. So if you write your username into chat, one of my moderators will hopefully very kindly go and look you up and link your actual page so that then people can find you. Yeah, and it could be me, Ambient. It could be a few people, because I know, like, these are, you know, the gel crayons I've got very popular lately. You're not stepping on toes here, Tim. To be honest, I will write your name down. In fact, I am Emma Colors 2020 on YouTube. On YouTube, yeah, that's where we are. On Instagram, exactly the same as it is here. So do please add me. I would love to see your pages. But no, you're not bothering anyone here. You can share away. It's just because it won't let you actually put a link when you're not a moderator. That's why one of the mods have to do it for you. Right, what colours I am? I'm gonna just finish off with a really pale blue just to meld some of these colours together. You do get used to it, Doodle. As weird as it sounds, join the Instagram, set up your username, and then go and watch a YouTube video. Literally put into YouTube how to work Instagram, how to use Instagram, how to love Instagram, any of those things. And there are so many videos nowadays of YouTube showing you how to do anything in life. You can literally how to anything on YouTube, and it will walk you through a lot of things. And it will get you started enough so that then when you're chatting to people and you're struggling as you go, you know, they'll explain things to you as well. because yeah, it is a wonderful platform, especially as colourists. You know, if you're just colouring at home and your family's not really into colouring, it's so nice to be able to share your work and you know, with other like-minded colourists and just interact, and joining the colouring hashtags for the month is really fun, really fun. Lisa says, Emma, would you buy Holbein or Pablo if you don't have either yet? I have both of those things. I only have the pastel Holbeins, but I do have the full Pablo set, and I love Pablos. I managed to talk Corey back into buying them because they're definitely not sketchy. The Holbein, I do like. I don't love them enough to go out and buy the other 100 colours. I'm not going to lie. The more I use them and the more I learn them, the more I like them. But they're not really my favourite pencil. And when you're talking that kind of price, yeah, it's not something I'm going to go and run out and purchase the other colours. But yeah, I do have those. So, let's see now. Have we got enough darkness there? Yeah, I think we have. It's looking a bit murky, isn't it? A bit murky underneath those. Yes, Pablos are definitely higher on that list for me. I am quite a Caran d'Ache fan, though. I do love the Loomis. The Maverick says... sorry, I got distracted then. I just saw gender balance. I love that. Yes, welcome, Tim. Nice to see you, boys. It's like girls used to be in gaming. It was like, what? Oh, okay. Maverick says, Emma, what are your favourite pencils by price range? Well, this is going to shock everybody, but for budget pencils, Brute Vuna squares. 120 set of Brute Vuna squares cannot be beaten for price. They are my go-to and my every time anybody asks me, that is my answer. I have 2 backup sets, and yeah, they're wonderful pencils. They're lovely. They are more oil-based than wax, and they are a beautiful colour range. They're vibrant colours. Yeah, I know, shocked, Corey. You just didn't see that coming. And they are a definite, especially for people working on more of a budget level, or they're just getting into colouring and might want to have quite a lot of colours, but obviously not invest their life. They are a beautiful place to start. They're easy to use, they're easy to work with, they layer beautifully. And for me, I'm not a Crayola fan. I know they create beautiful artwork, but they've just never quite had the colour vibrancy that I like in my artwork. So you really can get that a lot quicker with the Brutes. Mid-range, the Lyra Rembrandt, probably. I'd like to say Black Widow, but by the time you've collected all of those, you're well over the £100 mark. So it doesn't really leave you in, that lower mid-range category. And if you're spending money and you're going to get, one proper pencil set that you've, talked somebody into buying you for your birthday or Christmas, I don't think you can really go wrong if you like oil pencils with the Faber-Castell Polychromos or the Caran d'Ache Luminance. Yes, I will insert my disclaimer here, as Jojoza says. I am in no way endorsed, paid, sponsored, or attached and affiliated to or with the Brute Vuna company, unless they decide they would like me to, and they contact me after this. And then I will no longer be able to say that, because send me Brute Vunas. I especially want the macaron set, to be honest. If I got offered the macaron set, yes, hell yes, We'll do a review for you for free, no problem. I got sidetracked by pencils. Hello, appetite for colouring. Nice to see you here. But yeah, I'm a bit of a Brute Funa Square fan. Don't get me wrong, those Black Bower Brute Funas, they're all right. But a set of Brute Funa Squares, yes, please, give me those pencils. They are worth the pennies you pay to own them. And no, they don't come in open stock because they are budget pencils. But let's be honest, for 20 quid, I will buy an entire box again for the few that I've used up and not grumble all that much about it afterwards. It's fine. Someone asked the difference between Pro Colour and Colour Soft. Colour Soft are creamy, sharpen every 5 minutes pencils, and Pro Colour are break your hand lead. So they're kind of one end of the spectrum to the other. They'll have many other nuances to them as well, but that's essentially mainly it. Both beautiful pencils in their own right, better for different things to each other or depending on the type of colouring style you prefer. And Koh-i-Noor, I do like my Koh-i-Noor pencils. You can get the entire 144 range. I've only seen them on eBay. They're from, I think it's, can't remember the eBay seller now, but I think they originate from the country where they're made, so that's why they're such a reasonable price. And I do have the full 144 Koh-i-Noor set, and they are nice pencils. They can be quite expensive, but they're not my favourite, the most wonderful thing in the world, but nice pencils. I don't think I've found the paper that I love them on yet. I've always noticed with me, the minute I find the right paper combination, I don't think there's really a pencil that I don't like in some way. Most certainly. Hello, Tonya. Let's see. There's a sale on Derwent on Amazon right now. And Lisa loves the Lyra Polycolour. Yeah, I found myself, the more I use those, the more I love them. They're very nice on the kind of Hannah Coles or Maria Troll type paper. Really, really nice. I'm really enjoying them, to be honest. Right, can we see? Let's see. Keep working on our background area. And let's see. Does he need a bit of green behind his bum? I mean, you don't want to make it too murky back there, do you? We'll stick with blue. Won't want to make it weird. But yeah, I forgot where I was. I do that a lot. We were talking pencils, weren't we? Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's just about it for the channel, to be honest. At least this live last week's live was horrendous. Never seen anything like it. I definitely think I do want these to be black. I'm definitely leaning that way. Let's see. I think for the branching, I used my grey mauve and this kind of, I've got like this cork colour, which is a bit of a putty beige. And I'm going to mix it with this newspaper ink, which is like a purpley grey for the edging to these plants. I'm just going to go from dark, add a bit of shadow, and then blend into that putty colour. I need to move my pencils, I'm leaning on them. Oh, nobody ever needs to see their hand that close up, to be honest. Hello, Nikki, welcome. Oh, not to worry. Better late than never. People turn up whenever they want. Yeah, sorry, Jodoza. I know. I need to inside voice. You know what I mean. You've got to be careful what colours you put where. You not want to make it look like dirty water around a hippo's back end, do you? I'm not trying to create things we can't unsee afterwards. I'm just going from that kind of silvery grey into the putty beige. And yeah. But yeah. Give me 1 second, ladies, while I ask my husband to close his door. Danny, will you shut the door? No worries. Just before he gets loud and we hear things we can never unhear. So let me move my page. There we go. So yeah. Let's see now. What colour were so these? Are these going to be black? It's difficult once they're into the water to decide, so I might leave those while we're making decisions, and I'm going to do these edging leaves in the same sort of colour. I think I'm going to swap that putty beige out for my cream. Or is it a peach? Maybe it's a peach. Cream, and I'm going to go with this Holbein. It's like a grey purple, smoke blue. And we'll work our way along this way. Let's see, what time are we on? 9:10. I'm not going to go for much longer, folks. Not for much longer at all. We'll do this little set of leaves and then we will call it for today. I got a little bit done. Ish. Better than nothing. I do love the Johanna Basfords for their simplicity. They're just so relaxing to work in. Very good for practice, for learning, different blends and for playing with pencils and trying new mediums. And I just love the cute artworks. Just really relaxing. Don't know if I like that cream. I'm going to swap that cream to this kind of peachy orange colour, this peach slice. That's better. What have I missed? Round colours, round black barrels. Yes, there's way too many different kinds of prismas. Not prismas, Brute Funa squares and Brute Funas. They're all very different things. The Brute Funa 520 are a completely different set again. So the black barrel Brute Funas they're like a mass marketed. They're like the crayon and the Sue colour. They're all very good. The nice pencils. I just prefer the lead quality in the Brute Funa squares. There's not all that much in it, really. If you've got one set over the other, you're not going to hate a set of Brute Funas. They're all pretty nice pencils. The old version of Brute Funa were a coloured barrel. That's what they first started coming out with. And they're quite nice. But again, I just slightly prefer the formula they use in the Brute Funa square. They're just the same company using different companies to manufacture and therefore ending up with slightly different formulas that, you like slightly better than others do. But that's it really. They're all, the same sort of budget range pencil. Thank you for coming, Val. I hope you enjoyed it. Have an awesome night. I think we'll finish these couple of little bits of grass here. And I think that will be plenty long enough. Essentially, it's all much of the same up the other side of the page. My hippo's going to be kind of caramel and brown and tan, I think. As always, all his darkness will be down here. Probably keep him a little bit misty looking under the water, and then I'll add darker colours in across the top so he looks faded out behind the water. Right, there we go. Hang on, we'll brush it off. I'm going to zoom people out. Hopefully we'll not completely lose the picture. Let's refocus that. And that is what we've got. I got a bit done. Lisa says, Emma, what is your top tier pencil pick? You stopped at mid-range. Oh yeah, sorry. Definitely Polly's, Luminance, and trying to think of the ones that my go-to. You know, when you just pick one of your favourite posh pencils to play. Yeah, Polly's, Luminance. They're the two for me. Polly's and Luminance. They are the ones I kind of go to again and again and again. I really love them. That is this side. We are starting to match this side. And yeah, I'm pleased so far. I'm not hating it. My colour blends are starting to work. Pastel is not my go-to, but it is nice to step out of my comfort zone and follow one of the hashtag challenges, which is why we all do this. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's live. Thank you so much for colouring. I'm glad you guys learned a little bit about chatting on Instagram and some pencil sets and gel crayons and whatever else crazy. Oh, and a bit of pencil only fans that we'll all be creating afterwards. Thank you so much for being here with me, guys, and you know, putting up with my random crap, really. If you enjoy the live, please do give me a thumbs up. It helps out my channel. And if you enjoy the channel, please do subscribe. I would love for you to join and watch. It's been, as always, so... Oh, hello, Bobby. I just noticed you there. Sorry. I'm sorry. I always miss people. And it's been so much fun having you guys. I'm sorry for last week's terrible live. And as always, the next one will be again in 2 weeks. So I stream every Saturday, 7 o'clock UK time. Not every Saturday, every second Saturday, 7 o'clock UK time. I usually post the schedule for the video a few days before, so you'll be able to add it to your notifications. You'll see it pop up usually about the Wednesday, Thursday before it's due. So please do join me again. As always, if there are particular things you'd like to see from my upcoming content, either email me or pop it in one of my video comments. And yeah, it's just, as always, you're so wonderful, so much fun. And I love just being able to have a laugh on a Saturday night and colour with people who feel the same way about pencil obsessions that I do. And thank you, guys. Thank you for the confidence booster about the page, as always. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you, guys. Love you all. Now wait for the slightly uncomfortable bit where I try to find the button I need to press and it takes a minute to leave.